All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome to Daylight Savings, the beginning of November, a couple days shy of the longest shutdown in history. There's a lie. You got more earnings. You woke up to a bunch of M&A activity, biotechs. Once again, they did the preem kill. You're getting a narrow type of move. NASDAQ up, SPY's up, but there's like 400 names down or something like that. So, yeah, baby. I hope you're all ready for it. I hope you are blessed, but yeah, we got to get into Philo. So we are beginning. There was a couple of things. SOC just started popping, Archite, and NIVDA. I think there was one more that just started moving. Caesars. Yeah, that was a little bit smaller though, but it's been an interesting day. That premium stuff we were talking about definitely came true. So I'd be careful. I think you're going to get a lot of volatility or some good opportunities, but be mindful, when it slows down, even if it goes up, remember, premiums are going to move a little different. So I hope you are prepared. $75 million to be invested in U.S. Steel's Alabama plant to produce manufacturing jobs. That is coming out right now. So, other than that, give it a minute or two and we will begin. I'm going to play this one for you. And then, yeah, we're started now, baby. So good morning, good afternoon, good happy everything. Jesus. Praise God. Amen, amen. It's a cult, baby. Yeah. If we talking plays, yeah, I'm in there like swimwear. I've been there, I've done this shit for 10 years. You could have it all, but you been scared, big scare. Funny part, there wasn't even risk there. My thoughts been my own, yeah, I've been clear, no fear. Oh dear, who you tryna control here? My God is the weapon, I ain't boasting. Nah, it's done. Daddy said it's finished. Made me in his image, but that always made me timid. Wonder why we different, don't you ever get it twisted. It's the only way we get it, set apart from the start. And the heart isn't ours. It's a hippie with the love, but it's David with the sword. I want peace, so that means you gon' kill me if it's war. Nietzsche, Trotsky, can't beach on the arc. Want it easy or hard, want a genie or a god. Then believe me, lil' bro, you a child, you a son of the highest in the bud. Don't deny it, we don't like it when they tell us who we are. I can tell you who I was, I can tell you who he is. I can make another song that's telling y'all about the crib. But for a second, keep it real, it's not the reason they will kill. It's the freedom in believing they want death to bring the will. But I'd rather have it now, and I ain't never backing down. Lion gonna eat me or turn his ass around. Either way, I will remain up in his name and say a prayer. Here, let's say it now. Jesus. I put Jesus on the beat so I can listen to it. I got reason to believe that we living in it. You could say it's one hell of a decision in it. Ay, if we talking plays, yeah, I'm in there like swimwear. I've been there, I've done this shit for 10 years. You could have it all, but you been scared, big scare. Funny part, there wasn't even risk there. My thoughts been my own, yeah, I've been clear, no fear. Oh dear, who you try to control here? My God is the weapon, I ain't boasting. Amen. Oh, did I do that again? My bad. The video starts playing and then it's like in the background. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and gals, I hope you're having a good day. It is a good day. And it's time for Philo. So, I hope your weekend was good. And I hope you're ready for a good message, man. I really liked Friday, man. You guys know that? I love the Philo on Friday. And I'm glad about everything. And I'm glad that I reminded you guys about that. And I want to keep I might even make you guys listen to that every day. You know that? Yes, and it's some of it's propaganda, but I want you to understand the real difference. So I guess I'll start with this. This was something I heard Dorsey say, but then too at the same time, I hope you guys know all of it, man, all of it. I don't follow man, and I like that Dorsey guy, but I'm gonna pick and choose what I want to listen to and what I want to share. Do you understand? I don't know these people. I don't trust anybody. It's all I trust in is God, and then my highest duty to myself. Do you understand? That's what I'm saying. It's on you. I don't know if you've realized I will curate stuff for you. I will put it together and I will tell you what's the stuff I like or not, but I hope you have the discernment to judge it yourself. But I don't know what these people are going to do. I don't know when they're going to say something of whatever nature, and you better have the discernment, and then there's no ties to be tied to anything. Do you understand? I really, really hope you guys get that, because I think it's important. And even then, I was a little disappointed on Friday, and like, dude, I don't know if you guys see it from my point of view. O is kind of moving up, but the thing about it is, like, I want you guys to listen for the truth. That's all I care about. Like, stop fucking around. It's like, for real, because what I noticed on Friday, I brought up some things, and some of you were like, that guy's racist. And in the same clip, I got one guy saying it's racist, and then I have another group of people making racist comments when they hear, you know, black preachers or like, you know what I'm saying? They make fun of, like, I see the mocking on, and then I see some guys calling it racist, and then I see people being racist. You don't get it? I'm here to listen for the truth. What are you doing? Do you understand? I hope you're there's so much info out there, and there's such good stuff. But it's not about this identity shit. It's not about going back and forth. Your job is to listen and find the truth. Again, what does a king do? He seeks. He is seeking the truth. That is the task and role of a king. I think you all have that in you. So that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm not going to tolerate anything less than that. So if you want to hear the truth, you want to hear certain things, and then you want to just go follow men, or you want to go, oh, that's this, and you want to air your opinion on either side. You want to mock it on either side. I don't care. I'm not going to tolerate it. That's it. It's truth or not. That's all we're looking for. Like I'm saying, using that and even doing that this year, it helped a lot of people. Like I said, I don't care what politics you got. I don't care what's objective. What do we have in the market, the economy, all these things. It's truth. You got to find that. So I encourage you all to, but at the same time, the time is up. You know, the journey of the truth, you got to find it on your own. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy, bro. Once you put on the glasses of truth, man, and you can't see things, you're going to see things different. That's the crazy part about it. And then when you see things different, it's going to affect you. But at the same time, you can never force anybody to put on those glasses, dude. Do you understand? I'm not trying to. That's what I'm saying. Y'all got to find this on your own. You've had a lot of time. You've had these opportunities. So it's like, hey, if you still want to, you want to air opinions, you just want to mock things, you want to be flippant, be my guest, brother. But I can't make you put up the glasses of truth. I can't make you wear them and see the world as it is. That's on you one day. And it comes with stuff. Comes with good and bad. But you got it. That's a personal choice. But you should know what we're doing here and what we're going after. Definite purpose. Focus. That's why I want to keep playing you all of that interview with the devil. I think it's a good one, the Napoleon Hill. But you'll notice that message comes up in a lot of different areas. So that's the first part. But then this was the thing that I liked with it, man. I liked repeat. I was just telling you. I was like, that's what the propaganda does. That's why, man. They just repeat stuff that you like the bias. That's why you ever notice they just say the same thing over and over again. People don't want truth. Most people just want to confirm their bias. It's hard getting challenged, brother. What do you mean? Why would I want to be challenged? Just give me some easy shit. Let me live, bro. Let me live. So don't underestimate that. But at the end of the day, it's like some repetition is good, because a lot of people even use the Bible to like, oh, vain repetitions, because Jesus said to stop with the vain repetitions. But there's a key word there: vain, useless, for no reason. It's vain. It's there's no purpose. I agree. You shouldn't repeat stuff over and over again with no purpose. But guess what? Repeating 10%, save your money, stop giving away your money, stop gambling. Those are great repetitions. Those are the repetitions that are going to rewire reality. Go repeat the Lord's Prayer, but oh boy, you better not just repeat it for no reason. You better not just read those words like they're words. Like I'm saying, we went over it line by line, right? Understand what you're saying. If you're going to repeat things, I want you to really feel them. Really put emotion, belief, and everything behind it to really get that movement. You see what I'm saying? So I'm glad, and I want to repeat some really good things because I see how people miss it. And even if you got it, I want you to keep repeating it with meaning. You understand? Don't repeat stuff over and over again with no meaning. Useless stuff. But I hope you can repeat the good things for yourself. That's important. So that's, I guess, the second part. I have another part for you. It's everything lately. Now, a lot of these Philos, man, the power you all possess. You know that? You are a human. You are earthbound. The plane that you are on, my brother, you have a different power. You have things the angels don't have. You have things the devil don't have. God gave you abilities so that he could work through you in this realm. Remember, you are a citizen of heaven who has been sent here to show your culture to a thing called time. Isn't that amazing? Don't forget that. But why am I telling you this? This is going to change your life, man. I hope all of you do. All of this, let it change your life. And you know how you're going to do that? By finding definite purpose. By believing you have been sent here and finding out what it is. And I know your life is already speaking to why you're here. Believe it. Put emotion behind it and go. But here's the kicker. Are you ready, Chad? This is what I've noticed in the big difference of outcomes. Simply this. It's how people have taken what they've heard and how they used it. That's clear, right? But I want you to realize none of this that I'm sharing with you, this is not merely just good advice, my brothers. Do you understand? This isn't just like, oh, say 10%. Oh, I have the power as a human. Oh, my mind. I could repetition, rewires reality. Oh, no. Do you think this is just good advice? Yeah, Meta's dumping after doing pretty decent. But yeah, this isn't just good advice, bro. These are commands and authority. Do you understand? Let me put it another way. All of you have the authority to live a great life. The best version of yourself, the highest potential, a life free of poverty, fear. I know this sounds like I'm selling you something, but no, I believe this is your authority that you have. Do you get what I'm saying? You command your mind, you take control, and you start creating this. My brother, you have the authority to live in a very, very good manner. This isn't just advice. This isn't, oh yeah, okay, that's going to be dope. Oh, that's not a bad idea. That makes sense. No, you have the authority to do that. You understand that? You have the authority to become a homeowner, to own a lot more, to do a lot of great things on this planet. This isn't just, oh, that's a good idea. No, you have the authority to live a good life, brother. You have the authority to do good and create good. You have the authority to stop bad. You have the authority to go and choose your definite purpose and make it a reality. That is you have commands and power to do that. Why are we missing this? I think some of you got to see that on Friday. But do you get what I'm saying? This isn't just merely good advice. And I think if you only view it as merely good advice, you're watering it down. I don't think you're getting the same potency and effect that it should have on you. You have the authority and power. These are commands, my brother. You can command what you like. So I'm saying eventually you're going to figure out if it's your will or God's will. But you have that authority. I hope you never forget it. So, that's the third part. Oh, I guess I have like 6 other parts before I get into what I wanted to share with you. Because I do have some commands. I have more commands. I have more authority to share with you. A faitha. We talked about those. Taliakum. I got another couple for you. But I want you to understand this. Otherwise, bro, you're going to drift away. You have been given the power. You've been given the authority. You keep taking it in. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, yeah, don't give my money to people. Oh, don't let them rob me and own what I own. Like, you think this is just good advice, bro? You're going to drift. Don't do that. And can I just I said it earlier today. Someone with all the conversations, you feel like you're behind. Dog, it's just fear. You guys know fear is where the devil lives. That is how he has learned to occupy portions of your mind. Fear. That's it. You think it's some religious shit? You think it was this? You think it's that? What do you think it was? Fear. Even if you were afraid of going to hell, that's fear. I hope you understand how important this is. You know why? The devil does not ask you to believe in him, my friends. Do you realize belief, that's a game of God, not the devil. Only God wants you to believe. The devil don't care if you believe. He just wants you to be afraid. He just wants you to have fear. Because that, my friend, opens the gateway. That, my friend, all of the fear, you're not thinking clearly. When you are afraid, you are more vulnerable to less accurate thought. When you're afraid, you're going to start going against things because you're afraid. You get what I'm saying? You think the devil need belief? No, he don't ever ask for that. Oh, you believe in the devil by having fear. Every time you feed fear, you feed the devil, brother. The only one asking you to believe in yourself, the commands, authority is God. If you really think about it, that's a game of God is belief, not fear. Not, oh, okay, this, no. Belief, that's God. Any sort of fear, that's the gateway for the devil. So what do you think, man? All this stuff, I don't care what you guys choose to do. You better choose something good. You better have a definite purpose. But ideally, bro, you know how you're going to make a change? How we all are, how we're going to end poverty, how we're going to be able to create good things in this world. It's how I've already seen it with some of y'all. Is teaching people to develop their minds. Your own mind to think for yourself. That's what you need to do. That's why I'm saying watch this fear. Watch out for all this stuff. Start using what you have and use it in the authority. You know why? You need to start thinking for yourself. That's the problem with the world we live in today. It's been a long, long time of all these seeds being planted and sprouting, but you don't realize it, that fear, you're not thinking for yourself. You're not thinking critically. All these different things are taking us away from thinking for ourselves. That's what I want for all of you. That's how we're going to change the world. It's really deep, but that's all it comes down to, because I'll tell you this right now. If you can't think for yourself, I don't think you're going to be able to help us. I think you're going to get in the way. I think you're going to hold people around you back by not developing the ability to think for yourself. You must think for yourself. Anybody who thinks for themselves is an enemy of the devil. Do you understand? That is the way you close the door. Not getting influenced. Not, well, my parents said this. They said this. The teacher. You don't realize it? Again, how many of you are afraid of social ostracization? That changes the way you think. You're not thinking for yourself. All these different things. So, my brother, I hope all these words, all these philos, again, when you put it all together, man, you need to learn to think for yourself. That right there, developing your mind. I don't care what you think, bro. I don't care what you come up with. I care how you got there. You don't see it? Stop fearing things, then tell me what answer you have. Start looking and thinking on your own. Do not just take things. Do not get bogged down by busyness where you're not using your mind. I know it's challenging, but still. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's the key. So I pray all of you do keep your minds. And it's your mind. I hope you don't give it to fear. You don't give it to influence and all these other things. And my brother, if you don't think that happens, your indifference is going to kill you. Because look, I don't think you're thinking for yourself, saying, oh yeah, that doesn't matter. What do you mean influence? What do you mean? What do you mean fear? Here we are, it's natural. No, it's not. The fear is natural when it helps keep you alive, when it keeps you safe. Not building a whole life and mind pattern around it. That's just dark. That's going to lead, and one thing leads to another, brother. So my brothers, I'm going to keep repeating a lot of this. I'm going to keep reminding you all of this for your mind. Do you know why? I hope y'all with me. You know what I've realized what's happened this year? You tell me. I think my behavior, the results, all these things we've seen, brother. We are here to awaken the drifters. Wake up, drifter. You don't see it? Come on, bro. You ain't going to rely on me for plays. You ain't going to rely on me for this. You need to wake up and work. You ain't going to rely on nothing but yourself. And I know you have it in you. Wake up. Set a definite purpose. If you already did it 5 years ago, you would have got something. Wake up. Not wake up and be woke. Stop drifting. Start commanding your mind. Start thinking for yourself. Be awoken and go. Do you hear me? We need to wake up the drifters. And now listen, that's not your only job. That's not your job. Your job is to yourself. My brother, how can you save the drifters if you're drifting? You have the highest duty to yourself. That's why I kept saying, I said, I love you, but no, I love you, Chad, but I don't. I got to put it to myself. We all do. If we all live up to the highest calling of ourselves and duty, I think you'd see more love. Love is a good thing. Love is the opposite. That's not fear. Love, hope, courage, all these things are beautiful. That's God. But you have to live up to your highest calling. Otherwise, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be easy to drift. Stop drifting. You all should have a goal. You all should have something. Anything less, you're drifting. My brother, what happens when you drift? It's only one direction. It's towards the gates of hell. My favorite one, Earl Nightingale, my brother, a boat with a destination gets there 99 times out of 100. It don't matter the weather. Give me definite purpose. Give me my destination. I will get there. So will you. But if you can't tell me the destination, you keep avoiding the destination. You keep, you're drifting. You may not know where you're going, but it does lead into a direction. Stop drifting. Drifting is when you don't control your mind. Drifting is when you don't think for yourself. When you let others think for yourself. What is your definite purpose, brother? Again, the money, the savings, all of that. Do not drift. That's all it's here. It's very simple. Rule, don't get followed, clapped. You know why? Anything less, you'll drift. How the hell can I look back and be like, oh, I made a mistake here. I made a mistake here. No, I take responsibility. It's drifting. It's drifting. Do not drift. You're afraid of something, you're going to drift. You don't have your definite purpose, you're going to drift. You're indifferent, you're going to drift. Oh, there's no other alternative, you guys. Especially in this world of AI, tech, and all of it. So I hope you figure it out. Yeah, you'll get to your destination, but you need a destination. Don't fall for the trap of just going one thing to the next. I'll figure it out as I go. No, you need to tell me the definite purpose. Stop chasing things for just money. You know that's a trap of drifting. You could start people on the path of drifting by the time they leave school and they just get a job. They just want to get a job just to get a job so they could survive. Delaying their definite purpose, delaying what they really want, what they want to put all their energy towards, what they want to create with the Lord. Again, that's based out of fear. That will start you on the path of drifting. Before you know it, every decision you make is only for money. Every decision is, oh, well, for my career, I must survive. Oh, I'm scared. What if I lose my job? Come on. Drift. The moment you pick a definite purpose today, you could end the drift. That's amazing. That's why God is merciful. That's why it's real. Habit. So, Chad, I hope you feel me. I hope you realize that's what we're doing. That's why I love it. I love awakening the drifters. That's why I don't feel bad. You know that? You mean to tell me I'm trying to stop you away from drifting into a life you didn't control and you gonna get sad about it? You gonna get mad at me? My brother, I don't care. You know why? Drifting is contagious. Poverty is contagious. All of it's contagious. They all drift. One drifts, they all drift. One locks in, they all lock in. Definite purpose. Freedom of mind and thought. Freedom of fear so you could think for yourself, truly. So go. Chad, be something. Go, be something and bring something. Everywhere you go.
You're the bread, right? Receive the bread and bring the bread every day. You must be definite in purpose. I want all of your speech, your words, your actions should mimic and show definiteness of purpose. And if you even waver on definite of purpose, I hope you come back to it immediately. Anything less is going to drift. And if you drift, I know where it's going. You know where it's going. Let's be real. How did we get here? You either got to where you want in life right now and you did it because it was definite purpose and you decided and did it, or because you drifted here. Tell me I'm wrong. We are all the same, brother. Just a matter of putting it into action and how you have utilized this hardware we call our brain. So yeah, man, I hope you feel me. I hope you feel me. Jury reaches 191 million against Samsung. Something there. Something on Trump admin? Oh, they're doing the food stamp thing. So yes. Now, what I wanted to tell you today was a couple of commands. It's funny because I wrote this down over the weekend, and then I went and I was hanging with moms, and she even was like, she'd been studying some of the Aramaic Hebrew stuff. I said, no way. I said, I think, well, she does listen, but I was pretty shocked. Because you know what my mom told me this weekend? She told me the story of Jesus telling you to turn the other cheek. And she said, did you know in Aramaic what that means? And what it really means in the translation? This is my mom telling me this. And she tells me it means face them with your other side. All of you have authority. The Aramaic word, when they say turn the other cheek, it means face the other side. My brother, that does not mean you get beat down and you know how many people have tried to tell me to turn the other cheek so that they could continue evil? And they have told me turn the other cheek so that they could go on with zero accountability? It's disgusting. I'm glad my own mother shared this with me, because she's a very, very big, peaceful, pacifist person. My brother, it means face them with your other side. It means stand your ground. It doesn't mean hurt them, my brother. It means confront and overcome evil without becoming evil yourself. Do you understand? That's your turn the other cheek. Again, the language, the wording, it's so powerful. Still there. Doesn't matter how you want to read it. It's again. That's why I don't want docile people. I don't think I'm docile. I've struggled with it my whole life, where I'm like, man, why did God make me like this? You know that? When I'm like, he made me pretty vicious. I don't think I'm as vicious as some of these other people, but it's something I said, oh, I have been the pacifist. But no, my brother, you are all here. And guess what? If you're not ready for that, I don't know what cheek you're turning then. I don't know what you're doing. Because you are going to be presented with evil. You must confront it, and you must not let it overcome you. If you think turn the other cheek means let evil overcome you, let evil parade around, you're wrong. You're mistaken. I think a lot of us have been mistaken. Go read it. Go read the Aramaic word and what it got translated into. The Greek and the Hebrew and how it is. Again, it's the same sentence. It just came from somewhere. That's why people like to say the Bible's all this. No, it's still in there. How do you think we got it? My brother, turn to your other side. Face it. Stand there firm, but do not be overcome by it. You do not become evil in the process of overcoming it. Very simple. So, Chad, you have your authority. That's one of the commands. It's funny because my mom said that to me. I'm like, Mom, I said, no way you just said that. I'm like, all right, listen to this one, because this is what I was going to share with you. And my mom brought that up to me, and I'm like, check this one out. Are you ready? I got another one for you. One of my favorites. You know who he always slaps you in the face? Your boy James. Have you guys ever heard a Bible phrase and it says, submit yourself to God? Submit yourself to the Lord and resist the devil and he will flee? Have you ever heard that? Does that sound familiar? I think, let me get you the exact verse. Make it easy. Yeah, we've all heard this one. James 4:7. I thought it was 3:7. Submit yourself therefore to God. Resist the devil and he will flee from you. What do you think that means? Submit to God. You know how many people get so mad when they hear that? You think it means submit, resist the devil, and just you stand in, okay, I'm going to go in a corner and then the devil will flee? No. I said no. I'm going to clutch my cross and tell the devil no. I submit to God. Are you ready for this? This is going to blow your mind. We've heard it our whole life. The Aramaic word, submit yourself to God. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this the right way. Hupatasso. That's what it translates from. That's how King James, that's what he translated it from. The Aramaic. Remember, that's the language Jesus spoke. Hupatasso. Do you know what that means? The Bible says submit yourselves. Do you think that means be submissive? It does, but it doesn't. Hupatasso is a military thing. It means put yourself under the highest command. Do you get what I'm saying? That means get into formation. That means you do have a general above you. Go under him. You know why? Put yourself into the formation. That's what it means, submit yourself to the Lord. You want to fight the devil? You better get in formation, brother. Put yourself under the highest command. Go under your superior. That's what it means. I have a superior, so do you, the Father. My brother, it does not mean surrender. You're not surrendering anything. It means you are stepping into formation. Hupatasso, submit yourself to the Lord. And then resist the devil. That's the next step, right? I hope you're getting this. The line, submit yourselves therefore to God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. 3 parts. These are 3 separate steps that all come together. So resist the devil. I don't know if I'm saying this one right. It's antahestemi. Again, I don't speak this, but this is the original Aramaic. Antahestemi. Something like that. Do you know what that means? Resist the devil, where it comes from. That means show your claim. My brother, this is not a fight, it's a verdict. Do you get what I'm saying? That's if somebody came to your house and said, get out of this place, you can't live here. You say, no, look at my deed. That's what it means to resist. It means show and stand on the verdict that you have been given as you are in formation under your superior. The blood of Jesus, my brother, that's an irrefutable claim, paid in blood, redeemed. It's a very, very financial deed too. Don't even get me started on that. You don't get it? Resist the devil means you must have the authority and stand on the claim that he has no claim on you. You have irrefutable evidence of your freedom in the claim that you hold under the Christ, under the blood of Jesus. Laminate. Do you get what you're saying? Resist the devil means show your claim and stand on it. He will flee. Fuego, fugo. Fuego's fire, fugo. That's the last part. You know why? How would the devil flee? Think about it. You just showed him a verdict. You just showed him a claim. A verdict that is irrefutable. Operating under the formation of the Lord. Under your superior. You know what that means? He's going to run. He's going to run in terror. But what does that really mean? That's somebody avoiding a bench warrant. That's what it means. It means once you are in formation under the authority, you are stepping into the proper formation. You present your claim and you stand on the claim and verdict. You don't leave the property because someone told you to leave. You stand on the deed. What happens? He's not going to show up to court, dude. He knows it. You should know this. Do you understand? That's why these people playing with you, dog, is very simple. My brother, you could talk all you want. Where's the verdict? Give me the claim. And if you have the claim and you could stand on it, my brother, they won't show up to court. My brother, all of the great accusations, they will not show up to court. Do you understand? He's not going to show up to a case he can't win. He will flee, my brother. He is fleeing the summons. So do you see why this is crazy powerful? I know you've heard this verse your whole life. Submit yourself to God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. What did you think this was? This is a militaristic legal claim on the authority and power you have. For nothing should overcome you, brother. You understand? Amen. But that's why I'm saying some of y'all, you can't, I don't know who taught you. I mean, we all been taught different ways. It's easy to get timid. It's easy to not understand the authority. It's easy to be fearful. Because again, imagine if you are fearful. You'd be like, you're too scared to go to your superior. You're too scared to go into formation. You're too scared. If somebody knocked on your door and they said, get out. I own this house. Even though you have the paid off mortgage and deed. What are you scared of? They cannot evict you, brother. And my brother, you stand on that claim. You stand in that authority. I guarantee you the accuser will not show up in court. He has fled every summons for those who have gone in this order and done it as written by the word. Do you see what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, fall into formation. Stop. You don't need to. Yeah, you don't fall for the pump fake. You have the authority. God has given you all of these commands. The question is, are you actually using it? Are you actually falling into formation? Are you under your superior? Are you actually standing on it? Or are you the one fleeing? They come up to you, your house, your land. They say, no, it's mine. It's not. It's yours. You have the claim. You have the blood of Jesus. How much do you believe in? That's why I said the other day, y'all be telling me these people and this and pick up your mat and walk, bro. I believe in the Father more than anything. Do you get it? That's my superior. I'm under him and him only. That's it. You're protected. But if you don't want to fall into formation, and even under formation, you can't believe the blood itself, the blood in you, all of it. Oh, man. What about our bad claims? Take that up with your superior, brother. You fall into formation. Doesn't matter about your claim, brother. Do you understand? It's the one above you. And then you take what he gives you and you stand in it. Very simple. And then he will not show up to the summons. Your accuser will never show up. You know, that's why, do you guys not get it? Let me blow your mind. That's why fear hates movement. You know that? The one thing fear can't stand is movement and action. You don't get it? That's why. Go through these steps. Really stand on it and watch him not show up. You'll never be afraid again. That's why. You are afraid of the dip. You buy it. Why? You're not afraid anymore. You are afraid of asking questions. You ask the question. Nothing happened. You're not going to be afraid of it anymore. Fear hates movement. Fear hates action. That's the devil. He will not show up. I don't know what you think you did or didn't do. Who is your father? Do you believe? Do you believe him above all? I believe my superior more than I believe you. I believe my superior more than I believe anything on this damn planet. I hope you understand. My brother, you should have the same belief. You know why? Because we are all under his authority. And through that, you gain your authority. How many of you are not showing up to your summons? How many of you are running away with the damn claim in your hand? You got the deed to the kingdom. The kingdom is inside of you, and you are running away with it because somebody told you. You know that's a Bible story, right? So Chad, like I said, the devil don't ask you to believe, man. Only God does. The devil just wants fear. Have no fear, my brother. He told you that a lot. But submit yourself to God. Resist the devil and he will flee. This don't mean hide in the corner. This means stand on your authority and understand how it is. Remember, I was just telling you, with Taliakum, all the other Greek commands, all the other Aramaic commands. Remember, I was saying this is very militaristic. Y'all thought this, what do you think this was? You command the spirit. You command the world. It's all in you, brother. But if you don't, they will command you. You will be commanded. You will run in fear. That's it. Fill or be filled, my brother. Your choice. So, Chad, let's have a good rest of the year. Let's have a good rest of this month, man. And I hope you do it in no fear. Whatever comes your way, my brother, I hope you all think clearly and use your mind to your highest ability. Go ahead, make your mistakes. But don't make the mistake of fear. Don't make the mistake of letting your mind not be in control by you, for you have that authority. And once you start realizing one bit of authority and make a move, bro, you're going to stand in all of it. So game time. Take that to the bank. That is your philosophy, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We're live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open. Drop your thumbs up on the video. You're on mobile. Press hot chat. X out the chat. Hit the thumbs up button. Long term.
Some people don't even have dreams, you know what I'm saying? But if you blessed enough to have a dream, chase it, bro.
I had a dream like Martin, then I heard a couple stories. Never met my heroes, never had one. Never wanted things I never had, son. I got it, then I grabbed them. Looking back, these bitches Southeast sad. Good more, don't ignore your sword for the war. Armor's no good if you leave that shit at home. I don't care if that match up with the drum. I ain't young, I ain't care about looking dumb. Out my way, we could talk when I'm done. Does it look like I'm finished? Even if I was, dog, I do my own dishes. Why the fuck you in my business? I ain't tryna be a menace. Need a couple minutes with your talking and your bitching. Just show me that you don't get it, look. Now I wasted your time trying to reprimand. Explain the basic shit so you could understand. I ain't being mean the way I teach. The big leagues ain't throwing underhand. I'm not the bad guy, I'm the best coach that you ever had. Something like LaMelo's dad. Mama was an immigrant, $5 an hour working with Brillo pads. We got some things we shouldn't have, so I could feel down, but I don't ever think I'm really sad. Life a miracle, but I won't give you one. But I could teach you shit, and you'll walk away with dividends. Wish you'll buy more, and then you'll wish you did it young. You missed the first harvest, but tell me about the second one. Trying to build while looking at the clouds. I'm looking at my hand, then I'm looking at the ground. Peter walked on water, but fell. When he looked around, I heard that story all my life. I think I start to get it now. Slow in the fast lane, answers in my last name. They really didn't listen, that's a damn shame. But that don't mean my plans changed. Maybe just the landscape did what I said without a handshake. 3,004 an ounce, that sound like a fair rate. Word is gold, they only kept theirs too late. So I'm out with your new face. A snake can move a few ways. And life a bitch that lie about how the fruit tastes. Welcome back.
Long term. Okay. We're back. What a Monday. What a Monday of chill premium destruction. A lot of excitement in the morning. Not a lot of follow through. But we're here, baby. We're here. How y'all living? Are you living good? Are you living blessed? You guys know it's almost Christmas. Every day is a new day. It is indeed. It is indeed. It's a good day, man. I can't wait. 2026, and isn't that crazy? 2026. So I encourage you to start planning and think ahead for the future. But yeah, man, that new year it's here, dog. It's here. You know what I'm saying? It's here. We really out here. It's a new day and a new year. Like that. Never had a loss that I didn't get back. Oh man, I like Christmas. It's just, I don't know. I saw people like go crazy for Halloween decorations, so I'm excited. Did you know they spent the most amount of money on Halloween costumes this year? So this year set a record. I think it was like $13 billion. $850 million was spent on animal costumes. Do you understand? So collectively in America, y'all getting mad about everything. Okay, I want you to keep this in mind. They spent $850 million on animal costumes. Bro, I don't know if they feel me, bro. I know what happened, dude. That's what I was saying. I even got an Airbnb. I got a couple bookings in, and I was like, dude, I was getting a little worried. I don't know if they heard me or not, but yeah, kind of crazy. Oh shit. Oh dude. What's up, dude? Better watch out, bro. We're streamers in here. I might put a shot collar on you. He likes the bells. I might make him pay for that. No? Oh, sorry. I've been watching too much Hassan. Hi, Baba. Are you sure you don't want to get shot collared? But you're so cute. People need to see you. I think he just got here or something. He's acting like he's never seen me before. Microsoft on the low? I thought they were still up. Like that. Never had a loss that I didn't get back. The Trumps, I did see it, man. I'm glad. I was on Friday, and then a lot more people kept talking about it. But yeah, essentially they're gonna try to do stuff with Nigeria, which I'm happy about. You know, a lot of people kind of ignore the Christians, and then if you say that, they're like, no, they don't. Why are they Christian? I'm like, calm down. They're literally getting murdered all the time. Just not in America. They do it in a different way. Okay, calm down. All those animal costumes bought on Klarna. Oh no. You know Costco has a higher PE than Amazon? I think one of you guys liked it. That's why I saw that. Sorry, the propaganda machine. Buy now, pay later on animal costumes. Dude, 850 million is crazy. Do you understand? That like actually blows my mind. All right, high ticker. Look at that. Short-term velocity's pumping a little bit. I mean, we haven't gotten out of this range since the morning. I mean, it's been decent, but yeah. Today feels like a sell everything to buy Mag 7. Retail themes getting torched. Gold midday wrap. I can't say that. But yeah, I do think it's just the same. I think some of the little pockets will go up because not all the Mag 7 did good. They even killed the premium on there. Just depends if you're looking at equities versus options. But yeah, I think we felt it a lot on Friday. It continued through. Could still keep going, and then just one of these days, I'm sure it'll level out. Fed Cook. Oh shit, dude, this is the first time she's talked since the whole they wanted to fire her. Every time a meeting, she says every meeting is live with policy, not on a preset path. Adds recent rate cut was appropriate amid job market risk. Says risk to mandate of the Fed remains elevated. Current policy is appropriately, modestly restrictive. What does the fuck that mean? Says tariffs continue to add to price pressure. Notes slowing payroll growth is linked to changes in labor. Tell me why. Dude, it's only dude, it feels so late. It's only 11, you guys. Meta. On the low, and the SPY's coming down. Not too bad, I guess. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, bro. I was like, man, it kind of feels late. But then I just looked at the clock. Oh, dude, yeah. By the time we finish, bro, it's going to feel like it's midnight. It's going to feel so late. 11, 12, 1. You got 2 hours still? Oil flipped. NVIDIA, TSM, and AMD. If NVIDIA comes down, you'll probably get back to the lows. Because remember, that little late stage rally brought it up. Yeah, this is still a higher point, but I mean, they're still up 3. But yeah, it's doing that. Tell me why. Do you think Costco deserves their PE ratio? Well, they just kind of kept up really good. So, I mean, PE ratios, some people like them, some don't. Some believe, some don't. You know, it could mean a lot of different things. But, I mean, Costco's a good company. I do think Amazon's a lot better of a company. But then, I don't know. Costco may not be too far behind. And then they're more focused. But, you know, usually consumer stocks... You know, Costco don't have any cloud business. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's pretty crazy. Damn, NVIDIA is dumping. Trump officials torpedoed NVIDIA push to export chips. Trump officials push to export AI chips. Rubio, other officials said sales would threaten national security. NVIDIA Wong is lobbied to maintain access to Chinese market. That's coming out right now. Wall Street Journal exclusive. So watch, NVIDIA's getting a candle on it, but they're kind of putting it as if Trump got in the way. But then you know what's going to happen, right? If this reacts negative, the next headline, and whether it's in a week or two, will probably be around them getting a deal, essentially. So it's going to cause bad news and then good news to look forward to. But that's coming out now. They're blaming Rubio and Trump, and they're framing it like Trump torpedoed the deal. Yeah, Google set size of dollar at 17 billion. All of them, dude. They're low, and then they're getting like 5 times as much. And then they're like, we should sell more. All right, man. Well, we're kind of chilling. It's literally been like this for hours. What a shitty move. But get ready for when it does move. It may not happen tomorrow, or it does happen tomorrow, but you'll feel it. Apollo to invest $6 billion for 50% stake in Ørsted's Hornsea offshore wind project. You're getting a couple headlines. Again, you just had the NVIDIA one. I don't know, a mix of opinion and update. Kind of moved. And then that, whatever that is. Ørsted, that sounds very familiar. This beat is my recital. The long term's very vital. Am I staying for earnings? No Palantir. I already need a poop. You know, I need to get to the gym right away. I need to see how this is gonna work. Yeah, that's circulating again. Trump era, including Marco Rubio, block NVIDIA efforts. The exports would directly boost Beijing's AI. Jensen pushed hard to preserve access, but Washington hardened, shutting down the lobbying attempt and signaling zero tolerance on strategic tech leakage. A mobile notary? And you're either getting a new car or a new house. It's like Price is Right. Federal Housing Finance Agency watchdog being removed, according to 3 people familiar with the matter. Uh-oh, hot dog. And then Schwab on the low.
I could talk an hour on
You were
this.
just back from
Yes.
3 countries in 6 days. We only have a minute left. Where'd you go? What'd you learn?
Well, Hong Kong, Singapore, and Tokyo. And all 3 are excited about AI. The nuance is in how they are looking at AI deployments. In the case of Hong Kong and China, AI optimizations, compute optimizations are front and center. They want to use open source. They want cheapest form of AI. That's where, Singapore and Tokyo are more, using Western LLMs. And look, everyone is excited about finding out what the use cases are. They want to build local data centers for having that AI capacity. And this build out is global. I mean, it's definitely something that we are seeing across the board with all countries.
That Blackwell chip, NVIDIA, are they expecting that they're going to have access to it at some point?
I think everyone wants allocation. In the case of certain countries, the sovereign part is not that clear yet.
Okay.
But Singapore government, for example, is very advanced. So in their case, you could see them being front and center when it comes to deploying their own AI.
So the AI global spend, it's on?
It's on. It certainly is on.
Man, right? Okay. Thank you for being back here in New York, because we've been waiting for you. Mandeep Singh, Global Head of Technology Research at Bloomberg Intelligence, right here in our studio.
Well, AI and its necessary data centers, as we know, we talk about it all the time. It is and will consume lots of energy globally. And that, Carol, takes us to Brazil.
It does indeed, where the UN's climate change conference is happening. Along with that, Bloomberg is bringing together top leaders from business, finance, policy, academia, and NGOs for candid discussions in Rio and Sao Paulo. They are focused on creating solutions to support the goals, Tim, set forth at COP30.
Right now, we head to Rio de Janeiro and COP30, Bloomberg Philanthropies. It's a gathering of hundreds of mayors, governors, and subnational leaders to spotlight local climate solutions and to demonstrate how cities, states, and regions are accelerating progress on global climate goals. There we find David Gura. He's the Bloomberg News correspondent and host of the Bloomberg Big Take podcast. David, good to see you this afternoon. The global backdrop when it comes to climate issues, how the U.S. fits in or how it doesn't fit in right now. What's that conversation?
Well, that conversation is certainly shaping what's happening on the ground here. So we had Donald Trump, the President of the United States, at the UN General Assembly calling climate change a scam and really clearly drawing that line in the sand. And everyone here is aware of that. And by him doing that, it's kind of changed the way that everybody here talks about climate and understands everyone's responsibility. So you mentioned that there are mayors and governors here, not just from the U.S., but all over the world. There is this emphasis on what can be done, Tim, at the local level, absent engagement of national leaders here in the U.S. and elsewhere to fight climate change. And that's sort of where things stand right now, not waiting for the U.S. to come back into the fold, but plotting a course forward. This isn't being treated as something like a momentary blip. It's really trying to figure out a way here to fight climate change, absent leadership from the federal government in the U.S., Tim.
Hey, listen, you are having lots of conversations, obviously, that connected with global climate issues, but it's not the only thing, because you have leaders from all over the world, all over the United States, including a couple of governors that you caught up. Tell us about that conversation.
Yeah, I spoke with the governors of Wisconsin and New Mexico earlier today, and they've been very actively involved in making climate change a state issue. So the first was the governor of Wisconsin, who has really made this a signature marquee part of his tenure as governor of Wisconsin. And he talked about how much power governors have to fight climate change at the state level, how much power they have generally. We talked about a host of other issues that he feels like the federal government isn't dealing with, that he and other governors are able to make positive inroads on. Same with Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham of New Mexico when it comes to food stamps, when it comes to universal child care, which is now in place in New Mexico. It's been in place now for a couple of days. Again, the overarching ethos here, we talk about in the context of climate, but it has to do with other policy perspectives as well, is you can't just wait for the federal government to do something, particularly, guys, at this moment when the federal government is shut down. States do have a lot of power on their own and together. Something that both of them told me during the course of our interview was they're very powerful if they all work together. They too are Democratic governors, but they say they work with Republican governors on water issues in the case of Governor Lujan Grisham of New Mexico out west. They have to do it. They're finding ways to work together. So it's a sense like one train might be stopped, but another train is moving on, and they're figuring out how to gain more speed and do more on their own.
Yeah, governors can be very nimble when they have to be. Let's hear more from that conversation that David had earlier.
Mr. President, open your heart, open your mind. He's required to do it. He should have done it earlier because the federal government has done this before in the circumstances. So the fact that they haven't taken that opportunity like they have in the past, frankly, I think that's criminal. Second of all, now we have Carson that said, Mr. President, you have to do this. We have to. We don't have the money in Wisconsin to do it for more than a couple of days, frankly. And so
I'd still say no Kings.
Said you do it. They should have done it before. Let's make it happen.
He makes an important point. I want to ask you about it as well. You've allocated $30 million
I'm just saying, bro.
to cover it as much as you.
I'm just saying. But yeah, I don't know, man. This is a weird situation. Usually, I don't think you've really seen anything like it, Chad. Because the debt ceiling's not in place. Usually, like if this was 2013, Obama would have been tripping. But, they already approved the cuts to the Medicaid stuff. Just that's the weird part about it. Oh, there's that investor meeting. Yeah. No, I didn't do it yet. Let's talk about it. So the mortgage payments. This was the little trick that we went over this several years ago. But, it's been a couple years, and I think it's good. And for some of you guys who are buying homes, this is something to consider. But long story short, whatever your mortgage payment is right now, go to your mortgage provider where you pay the payment, and then you should be able to set up something where it says extra payment or like add additional payment. So you could go to pay your mortgage normally, and then you go towards adding extra, and you make sure it's towards the principal. So once you pay off your minimum payment on a mortgage, you can direct more payments, taking away from the principal. And now you do two things. You go and you change your monthly mortgage. Instead of paying monthly, you pay bi-weekly. So every 2 weeks, you make a payment instead of once a month. And then you add an extra either $50 every towards the principal. So, because once you pay the minimum, everything else will be towards the principal. So you're not paying off interest, you're lowering the amount. And then by doing that, what ends up happening, if you pay bi-weekly, it gives you an extra payment. So think about it. If you pay once a month, that's 12 payments, right? So then how many weeks are there in a year? Is it 52 weeks? So you have 52 weeks divided by 4. That leaves you with 13. So think about it. For every month, now that breaks down into 13s, and if you do it every bi-weekly, you pretty much get an extra payment. You end up paying 13 months rather than 12 months, all in the same calendar year. So then that way, all those extra payments lower at Broadcom, dumping a little. So then add that to your principal, and if you're adding an extra $100 off the principal, you're lowering the amount of interest that gets carried on every quarter, and then you're getting 13 payments a year rather than 12 a year. And then before you know it, after 5-6 years, you'll see a benefit, but in the scope of the mortgage, it'll probably knock out, I think, like 3 to 5 years of interest payments. So it's the same thing. All you're doing is you're paying an extra $100 a month on principal, then going bi-weekly. It's all the same thing. The principal amount, whatever you pay extra, that will determine, how much more or less, and that'll be the extra money. But even if you did bi-weekly payments, it would still give you an extra 12 months or extra month of payments. Kind of like us in the long term, where we're like, yeah, our dividends now give us 2 deposits, right? Now you're getting 2 extra deposits a year. If you do that with your mortgage, you're getting an extra payment that's lowering your principal just by doing bi-weekly. And then if you add an extra $50 to $100 on the month towards the principal, you're knocking down that amount of what the interest gets calculated by. So as your principal goes lower, your interest goes lower in the long run. So if you don't want to pay the extra 30 years, think about it. If you did that from the day one of mortgage, it's going to save you, like I'm saying, anywhere from 3 to even 7 years, I believe, on the back end. So it's all very minimal. It's all just a simple action and a very minimal extra amount that'll get you there. So yeah, that's it. That's the trick. We went over this a while ago. It's great. Robinhood's asking about feedback. I think they listen. Yeah, but I just don't think they're serious. Because Vlad saw it all. I know he did. I mean, a lot of people reached out to me. But it's, yeah, he talks about entrepreneurship, and now they're saying they want feedback on options. Like, bitch, you know the answer. They know we don't need any more feedback. We don't need to keep talking. It's very simple. There's a look back options, and I'm still shocked that none of those little influencers who do the interviews, take the money, none of them are talking about it. But like I said, just somebody, if you want to make a brokerage, I mean, we have like a fuck ton of money that's down for just this feature. That's all we want. So I'm kind of down. I don't want to make a brokerage though. I don't have time for that shit. I don't want to become Vlad. That's so good. Oh yeah, dude. It's one of the best mortgage tricks ever. I'm telling you. If you have a lower interest rate, would you do that? Yeah, because, you know, Intel and AMD reportedly saw a price explosion at the start of November. No impact on current CPUs. That mean the good demand, huh? But yeah, even if you had a low interest rate, you remember, because over the course of 30 years, as it amortizes, you're going to spend your loan amount. So if you have $300,000 loan, if you paid all 30 years, you would end up spending like $700,000, right? So if you could lower this interest with just an extra $100 or bi-weekly, you could save yourself. You'll end up spending like $400,000 or $500,000 instead of $700,000. And then if you have equity in the property, that's all more of your money. And like I'm saying, we're talking an extra $600 to $1,200 a year can save you hundreds of thousands of dollars on the back end. So that's why it's good. A lot of mortgage companies prevent you. Well, you have to look into it, but yeah, this isn't available for everybody, but most of my mortgages, you're able to do it. And then what people don't let you do is add to principal. That's one I've seen them crack down on. But adding to principal, you just have to pay your minimum. Once your minimum's there, any other payment would go through with that. You can make a lump sum, but it operates a little different, but it does have the same thing. I love it. Well, usually you could do it on the platform. I showed it before. Like I logged into one of the mortgage things, and like there's a thing and it just says add payment or make payment, and then there should be a box that says towards principal, but they won't let you do it unless you pay the minimum. But yeah, bi-weekly goes hard, bro. Like I'm saying, some people did this when I told them a few years ago, and you got to you've saved a lot of money. Yeah, someone just said $200 a month will cut my mortgage by 9 years. Yeah. You could check how it is. There's like calculators and amortization calculators that'll go through all of it. The fuck is that? The dog? Hold on, the dog. I don't know how he got outside. Maybe I do need to get him a fucking shock collar. This little fucker. Yo, what? Yo, Hassan, where do I get the military grade? Nice. He only weighed like 12 pounds, but I want to, let's fuck him up. You need to do his role. Or I'm gonna get that dog webcam. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker barking and shit.
News 24 hours a day. Subscribe to Bloomberg News now wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Charlie Pelleton. That is a Bloomberg Business Flash.
All right, Charlie, thank you so much. Carol Master, Tim Stanovic live here at Bloomberg headquarters in New York City. Right now, though, our eyes are on the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. That's where we see the Fed's Lisa Cook answering questions after a speech at Brookings Institution event. And we should point out that this event is marking Lisa Cook's first public speech since President Trump moved back in August to fire her from the Fed Board of Governors over mortgage fraud allegations, and her ensuing lawsuit to block the removal. That case has made its way, Tim, to the Supreme Court. Yeah, the Supreme Court with the arguments in January. The justices rejected President Trump's request to immediately remove her. Well, it proceeds.
Lisa Cook, for her part, saying, quote, on the allegations and on the lawsuit, quote, many people have reached out. I am grateful. My briefs have laid out my position. Because ongoing legal case, it would be inappropriate to comment further on it, but the opportunity of a lifetime to serve on the Fed.
Also talking about the economy, and Lisa Cook saying that she sees the risk of further labor market weakness as greater than the risk that inflation will pick up, but stops short of endorsing another interest rate cut next month. It just gets more and more interesting when it comes to Fed policy. All right, we're keeping an eye on that. We'll look for any more headlines. In the meantime, President Trump also on our mind following his interview on 60 Minutes last night. President covering a bunch of topics, including testing of U.S. nuclear weapons, the president's pardoning of crypto's CZ, U.S.-China trade talks, Venezuela, the Middle East, and even, Tim, a third term.
The president also mentioned tapping a law that is more than a century old, if necessary, to send U.S. troops into U.S. cities.
If you had to send in the Army or if you had to send in the Marines, I'd do that in a heartbeat. You know, you have a thing called the Insurrection Act. You know that, right? Do you know that I could use that immediately, and no judge can even challenge you on that. But I haven't chosen to do it because I haven't felt we need it.
So you're going to send the military into American cities?
Well, if I wanted to, I could.
That was President Trump on 60 Minutes last night with Norah O'Donnell. Here to talk about the conversation, what was newsworthy, what we should kind of take away from that conversation, the one and only Joe Matthew. He's here in New York City, usually in the nation's capital. He's co-host of Bloomberg Balance of Power. Joe, there was a lot in that conversation, including they talked about SNAP benefits, and we know we got a headline on that today.
Yeah, that's a pretty big deal here. It's day 34 of the government shutdown, and what happened over the weekend was the expiration of funding for SNAP. These are food stamps. We call it SNAP now. That's the program that food stamps fall under. It's not a complete funding of the program. It's a partial funding, but it comes after a couple of judges last week, one in Rhode Island, one in Massachusetts, compelled the administration to do this. They had until noon today to respond. They waited till the very last minute. And so, yes, some of the program will be funded. The idea here, though, is that it's kind of removing another pain point and maybe removing another reason to end this shutdown.
Well, that's exactly what I wanted to talk about. If we think about things that could compel Democrats and Republicans to come together and actually get the government open again, if we think back to the president's first term and that 2019 shutdown, what was it? Air traffic controllers, concerns about traveling that actually got the two sides to come together. I think a lot of people thought it could be SNAP that gets the two sides to come together. Not looking like it?
Well, it still could be. It just depends how long the shutdown goes. Remembering that the continuing resolution that was passed weeks and weeks ago ends on November 21st now. So even if we reopened tomorrow, if Democrats all came crashing back into town and voted in the Senate, we'd still be heading for another shutdown before Thanksgiving. So they're going to have to rewrite that CR. And just because they're fulfilling this, $5 billion can go pretty quickly. It just depends on how long the shutdown lasts. We could be talking about another lapse.
That's what happens when 1 in 8 Americans get that benefit.
That's
you know what was interesting, Joe? And I bring this up because you've covered politics for a long time. And I was thinking about this Halloween party that was at Mar-a-Lago. It was a theme of The Great Gatsby. And there are images all over social media. Is it important to point out this party while there were many millions, tens of millions of Americans that were possibly not going to be able to put food on their table? That stark contrast of the haves and have-nots.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're seeing that a lot. And look, the optics are everything here, and it also follows, of course, the complete demolition of the East Wing and the construction of a $300 million ballroom. You know, will people remember this a year down the road when the government's back open and we're on with our lives here? I don't know, but it's clearly something that Democrats are consumed with, and they're beating the drum on this now because it's pretty difficult to remove the two. I think the tagline on that party was, "A little party never hurt anyone." And if you lost your SNAP benefits last week, or you're a furloughed federal worker who's not been paid, you might not agree.
Joe, you're here in New York for special election coverage. Tomorrow, Election Day. Big races in Virginia, here in New York City, in the mayoral race, a governor race in New Jersey as well. Is President Trump on the ballot?
Well, that's a great question. He's not acting like he is. You know, we had a Chitterelli endorsement via Truth Social, and he's only doing these tele-rallies tonight. His schedule is basically open for the day, so a lot of folks have wondered why he hasn't leaned in more in these races. Maybe the
guys, am I becoming weird?
Because
I think I want to run. I feel like I'm becoming the weirdo that I hate. You know that? But then they just got so weird. Are you guys down? Because like we need to start a political party that's just based on dismantling power from the government, back to like a George W. Bush era. That's all. Like I say, we go back to like right back to Patriot Act or like pre-Patriot Act if possible. I don't know if we could ever do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we can. Yeah, we could call it the long-term party. That's it. I like the long-term party. They're like, what does that mean? It means long-term. I don't know though. I feel like everyone's corruptible. I'm corruptible. Although I do have my Jesus and my strong beliefs, you know, and I don't think I've been corrupted thus far. I mean, I've been corrupted like socially, culturally. Like I'm saying, you know, I've had an experience with the world, drugs, alcohol. My mixtape won't get played, huh? Yeah, this will take away from my ends. So probably take, okay, but yeah, but like, nah, everybody's susceptible. It's too much power. Like I said, man, I had a talk a couple weeks ago with a fucking billionaire, and they're down to support me, but they were even saying, they're like, you might get corrupted. It doesn't matter. I even told them, I was like, bitch, you haven't even corrupted me, so what the fuck you saying? But it's like, at the end of the day, I respected it and I appreciated it, because like, it really is possible. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's all people holding each other accountable. You know, Josh 2028, you know what we want. Ah! I like that. Could be our slogan, you guys. You know what we want. You know what we want. That should be, I don't know, would that, you think that'd poll well? Do you think we would do good if we just, you know what we want? I mean, my plan was that I would just find the weirdo who wanted to do it, and then I would fund them. But then I'm starting to realize that the people who do that just want fucking money. And then if they've never touched money, they're gonna fucking trip, dude. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, what the fuck? I have the money. Oh, but if I get money. So yeah, that's possible. I mean, I could show my face. You guys, it's not like it's a big, you know, I live with it, right? I walk around this planet with a face. You know that, right? So I just, you know, I never did this to be popular. You could say it's some of my less sassy features. I'm not one of these men walking around. Look at me! Look at me! Look at me! Oh, look at me! Oh, look at, oh. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's it. I didn't come here for the fame. I came for the money. How about you? But yeah, I'm down to show my face, bro. Like, you know, I got it. I got a face for radio, but I still got it. It still work. Like, did I tell you guys I had to update my picture for my license? I look insane. My hair. Dog, I look like, bro. You know, some of those, it's like, it's some shit that would make me vote for Mimdani. Because, dog, I don't look like a safe person on my driver's license picture. I look like I am a terrorist. You have no, like, everybody says it. Even my girlfriend. My girlfriend's terrified by my license picture. It was just a bad day, and like I didn't do anything to my hair, and then it was, no, bro. I look straight out of the Middle East, bro, with like a beard. No, they said I could smile, just I didn't know what was happening. It happened so fast, and then like my hair is just insane, and like I got this crazy beard, and it's just like, nah, bro. Yeah, I am self-profile. I pull myself over. I would say, fuck this guy. I'd say, hold on. Random search. All random. Come here. Hold on. Can't trust this. Oh, Jesus. Oh, praise the Lord, man. Mosby, you be hitting it with some of these crazy one-liners, dog. That's it. You and Tim, man. These are bad combos sometimes. I can't even say that. I don't think. What do you mean? I don't know, man. The world's getting crazy. Did you guys see over the weekend? There was an article, like Wall Street Journal. First of all, they fired like one of the like iconic like women editors and writers, and then they replaced it with a groiper, or low-hanging fruit, we could call it. But dude, crazy. Because now it makes sense. Remember I was telling you how these like 30 to 45-year-old women are like preying upon the 18 and 20-year-old boys? Well, dude, it makes sense. Because now people they wrote an article that said having a boyfriend is embarrassing. And then a lot of liberal women are realizing that they are too liberal to date. Because you get it, right? You know, most men, even if they're not conservative, even the white guys for Kamala, they have more conservative features than not. As weird as it may sound as a man, right? But then what's happening now, it makes a lot of sense. So these chicks, bro, are just so liberal that, you know, everybody was worried about young men being radicalized, right? And they're like, oh, the young men will get violent and all. And that's true. But at the same time, it ended up being the young women. Dude, the young women are extremely liberal, so it doesn't matter who the fuck they're talking to. That's why they only like the 18-year-olds. Like, I'm down. And they're like, oh yeah, I don't. What do you mean? Yeah, sir. So yeah, but it's becoming a shit show. Thank God you're getting married. I know. That's it. Go look at the comments of all the women who are like, yeah, it's embarrassing to have a boyfriend, and then they're all extremely liberal in politics. So it's gonna be very hard to connect. That's all. Like, I don't, you know, I talk my shit about liberals and all that, but at the end of the day, it's like, it just becomes very hard to connect with people. You got to think about it. If you view the world in like this extreme liberalized way, or even like an extreme Republican way, that's like super like a groiper or a fucking crazy liberal, all the craziness, you can't connect with people. And anybody who could have been like back in the day, we'd have our slight differences, you could still find common ground, but yeah, nah, you can't. It's insane. Cook says she wants to ensure Fed regularity mandates carried out. It was published by Low Hanging Fruit, though. That's why I said, I mean, I don't know. Women, this is going to be terrible advice, but like, I would not take certain advice from people. Polte talking about Cook. Dude, that's the first time she made a statement. But yeah, that's why, because my girl's the one who showed me that they fired the Wall Street Journal lady. Because there used to be like an iconic female writer, and they got rid of her. Like, she was actually big for the culture of women, but yeah, they like legitimately replaced it with like low-hanging fruit. That's my new way to describe it. But so if you don't know what it means, then you might have to research. We live in a world of drifting. We film a reality show on the next person to run for office. We could. I thought you were going to say reality show, take 10 extremely liberal girls and then 10 extremely conservative guys and like make it like Love Island, but political. But then I feel like it'd get violent. I don't even think it would not be what you guys would expect. I think it'd be dangerous, you know, instead, because like you'd be like, oh yeah, dating show, yeah, drama. I think they would stab each other. I really do. I don't think it'd be a safe space. I mean, the ironic part about it is, like, my mom would agree with that article. If my mom would say, yes, having a boyfriend embarrassing, go get married, go, yalla. That's what my mom would say. So they don't realize it yet, but in a weird way, they're agreeing with my really conservative mother. That's why that's the craziest part about it. I'm just like, you're getting it just from a article though, and they're just slightly twisting it. But yeah, but no, it's the same outcome. But my mom, it's like, you agree with my mom. I don't know if you realize it yet. My mom would say the same thing, but she would just tell you get married. They're saying the same thing, but then they're like, there's just no solution. I mean, but I did tell you guys, like, back in the day, I said, you guys, you know, like, I think it's a funny joke, but I'm like, you guys know you could, like, lie to girls about your political views, right? I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I did it during 2020. I told you this story, bro. They would be like, you go to a protest? I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, 100%. No, I didn't. It's a bad time. We were all locked inside. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. But yeah, you can't do that for your whole relationship. Jon Stewart hosting gig, resolving speculation is future. I didn't know how much they paid him. Him and the other, they paid him like $20 million a year. I mean, I used to like, what's his name? Oliver, the Oliver guy. What's his last name? John Oliver? Isn't that the show? Yeah, Jon Stewart, he's cool, but John Oliver, I used to love his show. But it's just propaganda. It's crazy. You have a felon charged with carjacking, impersonation of a federal officer, and robbery, trying to use your mom's info to make a LLC? Jeez, bro. Yeah, no, that's good. I'm glad you spotted that, bro. You've been an angel lately. Definitely stomp it out quick. Go freeze her credit. So that's what you should do right away, no matter what, because if that info's out there somehow, just go freeze the credit and then put every single one, TransUnion, Experian, all that, and then make it where they have to call you, if anything, and you'll be fine. Because then that way, it's either they're going to do it again or somebody else will. The state and Fiserv notified. She won't. Well, tell her to lock her credit. Worst case. I guess. Sounds like my mom. But even then, you just go and just tell her to go call the credit card companies herself then if she doesn't want to, you know? But, like, if she doesn't want to give you the info, and then just tell her to freeze them. That's it. That way, because a freeze is easy unless she plans on buying something soon. Like, even when your credit card's frozen, they just call you. It's just like extra steps, but that way you could prevent, even if you don't want to go backwards and like try to, you know, go after somebody, which I could understand. It's a lot of time, effort, energy, you know, let thy will be done. But definitely I like the prudency and just have her freeze it. Just that's something easy. You don't have to punish anybody, but you could definitely make sure nobody does that. Because even then though too, that way it's like if they go to a bank and it's frozen and they fuck up, they either have to run out of the bank or the bank will even call the cops for you, and then you could stay out of that. QURE's moving a little. Tell me why. What time is it? 2:44. 15 minutes till power hour. Tim Cook says there's a tension between high asset valuations and low risk premia. Oh no, wait, that's not Cook. Not Tim Cook, Lisa Cook. My bad. Says it's important to be timely and rely as old. We go back to arranged marriage? Yalla, habibi. Wow. I forgot. I told you guys the last time I met somebody recently. We were talking, and their parents had an arranged marriage, and I was tripping. I had one of my good friends I grew up with. His parents had an arranged marriage. I remember them. Remember I told you this recently? I remember there was a story. I'm blanking on it. If we had it, they would vote the right person. But what would the show be? Explain it to me. Share with me the vision. So like, how would we highlight they could become a president on a farm? Like, what do we do? I need to know would we do challenges? Will we just watch how they live? Put them under extreme surveillance? Is that the selling point? Be like, you could watch your president grow up. See what decisions he makes. On the extra, that's good, man. I didn't know you didn't know it. That's why I said I'm glad to repeat that one, because I feel like that's a real estate trick we haven't talked about in a while. But yeah, it really, really does. It saves you a lot of money, especially if you're the type who's like, I don't want to spend double my price after 30 years. It's like, this will help a little bit. Tell me why. I saw a long term today. Novartis launches $6 billion debt offering. Bro, the bonds. Dog, the corporate issuances and demand is kind of wild. Concerned labor market warning it could deteriorate very quickly. FFIV? This thing's kind of waking up. We had one pop on, what was that play? SO? That was the only one I did today. Except, hey, we took good profits on the Amazon, but that one, oh, the IREN too. That one doesn't hit at all. Everything's a fade. Oh, what happened to, what's it called? The one. It's your boy. It was funky. No action. Oh, really? Are you sure? I thought they said it was unreliable. If that's the case, it'll rip, but I'm pretty sure it was a real statement, though. I'll double check for you. Oh, dude. Oh my gosh, look at the ticker. It's called Cure. That just dawned upon me. I kept calling it QURE, but like sound it out. It's Cure. You get it? Like a cure. They found a cure for the disease. It's a biotech. QURE, Cure. Did you know that? Or am I just that dumb? I'm a little slow, but it's daylight savings. Nah, you're incorrect, brother. The FDA does. They said no. There is like statement from the FDA. They add timing risk to the review. So yeah, I even have analyst comments on it. So no. They gave feedback essentially. So their feedback introduced uncertainty. Given the quality of data, they're saying it's a high unmet medical need. So they continue to see a viable, that this is the other people, but FDA did respond. Some people think it could still come back. So because there's not that many who like do it. I don't know. Ask Martin Shkreli. I don't know. Tweet him, or I'll tweet him, or you tweet it and I'll retweet it. But I think Martin Shkreli might be able to help you with this one, because yeah, I don't know if other people are saying that it has like viability, and if it's like a rare Cigna, dog. That was ripping already, but remember, UNH is down 3. Cigna's taken off a little bit. You actually got a couple of movers. But yeah, so it's like, if there really is a good need and it's one of these rare drugs, I don't know much about it, then yeah, it might do very good. It could still come back up, but the FDA did comment on it. They did give feedback. And so they just said they introduced that uncertainty. But yeah, so it's not like people are reacting to a rumor. The FDA did comment early in the morning. That is confirmed. But like I'm saying, if you could find out that drug and what they're working on, and if it really does seem like it's one of the only drugs available in that area, you know, then yeah, it might come back. Google and Snow. Again, you just had Cigna, GitLab, a couple names moving. You're right at VWAP. Okay, I need to go pee again, guys. It's daylight save. Dude, it feels like it's all the day, so the day would be ending right now. You guys get it? So if this was yesterday or the daylight savings, you would be at like 12:50 right now. 10 minutes till close. But we still have an hour. That's why, like, my body got to adjust a little bit, bro. It's just, daylight savings is so dumb. Yeah, dude. And then, like, I was just getting, like, used to waking up that fucking early. Right? And then doing all now is like, no. Cigna and Google again. Googly wiggly. More than 3.2 million U.S. airline passengers have been impacted by delays. I think the issue is just you stay on the runway. Like, I don't think the airports themselves were like that crazy, like going through security. But a lot of people are commenting on, like, no matter what, you're going to just sit on the runway for a little bit. Like, that's like where the air traffic control is affecting people. Like, there's just a lot of time, like, in traffic on the tarmac. It is going to be dark. I feel, dude, if y'all in New York, man, that's crazy. East Coast, I don't know how y'all do it. Because for real, it's going to be mad late. Tell me why. Uber is climbing up there a little too. Hi, my name is Wiki Long Term. CLPT mention, is that the winner? I don't know. We should probably remind me tonight, and then we could go. I'll just, if I could remember, because that 1 week where we went through it, it was good timing, but we might have to go through the FDA calendar again. Because remember, I said I gave you the list for October, so yeah, let's see what we have in November. I could outline all of them. Because I'm sure, but the last couple weeks, they were all good, and then it flipped bad. So yeah, we're gonna find out. Costco. When sun comes up at 8 in the morning and goes down at 4. That sucks. It's good though. And then I don't know, the cold is gonna be good and bad. They're the laser that has to do with Huntington's disease. Now Humana's coming up. You just had Cigna kind of launching there. A couple biotechs still moving, but yeah, let me see if we could get through the stuff. How you do? A view the drug. So November 3rd to like, we'll just go to December. Oh, dude, there's not much, actually. Yeah. All right, I got a little list, but I have to double check, but on like official pipeline, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 companies between here and end of the month, and like maybe 6 of them are public. CEO of Cigna makes $1 million purchase. I know, dude. It sucks because I liked it and we talked about some of those, what's it called? Some of the lilies, but the original one wouldn't have hit. Like if you wanted to do the far out of the monies. I wanted long trade. Oh, my internet's like lagging a little bit. Win Axum. Excited, should be great powder season. Oh no, bro, I don't want to do this again. I told you guys, like, my girl is like a pro skier. I've never seen her do anything athletic in her life. She picks up these skis, bro, and it's just disgusting. But like, I don't like it. I don't like why do I want to roll down a mountain extremely fast? I'm over that shit, bro. I swear, last time, bro, I like snow towns though. You know what I'm saying? I think it's the Christmas in me. But like, I like ski towns and I like the vibe, the snow on the roof. You know what I'm saying? Freezing cold, like the fires everywhere. Like I like everything except the going down the mountain part. I'll go in a sled, but even then I ain't fucking with them no more. Yeah, like exactly. I feel like a Hallmark movie. It's dope. I love the ski towns. I love all of them. And they're all beautiful and it's just dope. It's a vibe. But I do not like going down the mountain with something strapped to my feet. I didn't do the snowmobile. That's it. I think we like went on one briefly, but like I didn't like get to take it up the mountain. That's like, I know people do that. Maybe I need a V8, I feel. That's amen. V8s are awesome. I was looking at other shit, bro. Did you know a fucking Buick Grand National still costs like, it's like $100,000? Like the average price of a GNX is $130,000. It's disgusting. Go off reading on a quad? Like reading? I've been on quads though in Palm Springs. That I want to go to Glamis. You guys see Glamis? People went there for Halloween. Catching some air. It's fun when you get, but I don't know. I'm in much better shape. Last time I don't think I was ready, but even then, bro, like I just eat shit. I'm too old for that. You know, I can't afford it. Like I really can't, bro. That's it. I fucking run into a tree, dog. I'm out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm out. If I fucking tear my ACL, that's no basketball. That's no gym. That's nothing, bro. I'm out. Like I can't do that. I can't. It's too risky, bro. We go sandboarding, Habibi. Sandboarding. Very fun. Very, very fun. 5 billion. Again, is that coming out now? Because we do have the Treasury refunding. Want it long term. Uber. Want to get a motorcycle? You downhill longboated? What's that? A longboat? What? You jumped off a yacht in Cabo and a Chad landed on you in the water and broke your rib? Dude, what? Oh, longboard. I would say, what the fuck's a longboat? How'd I just discover a longboat? What's that? Longboard. I can ride a longboard. You guys know I used to ride a longboard in college? So I would ride a longboard to class. You guys know that? That was the day when what happened, bro? I remember when the hipster, white dudes, you guys were making banger rock songs. Y'all were paintballing. Y'all were dirt biking. You guys were really creating art and cool shit. Now it's just white guys for Kamala. What happened, you guys? You guys fell off. No, for real, though. You know what I'm saying? Because even I got a longboard. I was like, yeah, bro. I couldn't do it like they did it. But at the end of the day, now seriously, when was the last time? You guys got to go make some punk rock, bro. What happened to y'all? For real. It was a wave, bro. What the fuck? I ain't met a Tony Hawk in 20 years, bro. No Tony Hawks. Now y'all just got politically radicalized without any good music. It's bullshit. Tell me why. The Treasury, they do it website by website. So a couple Democratic websites, or if it's more, controlled by the Democrats, their sites blame the Republicans, but then a lot of the other government sites, if they agree, they're doing that. They're saying it's because of the Democrats. Because that's what, I don't know if you guys remember, during 2018, the last time we had a shutdown this long, it hurt Donald Trump. They were not ready. That's what I'm saying. Donald Trump was not ready for the media to just lie out of their ass and just frame it in a way. Literally, they're like, oh, it's because of you. You shut it down. As long as you keep saying it with confidence and you say it loudly, eventually people are going to believe you, especially depending on what the reality shows. But the first time, Donald Trump didn't play that game, and it backfired on him because he didn't play that game, and he ended up losing a lot of support. And even though it took a long time, it was pretty bad. But now this time, they're playing the media game. Just keep repeating who is, and then in this case though, this time it's really different because I'm telling you, there's no debt ceiling, and they already voted on this. So the whole remove the health care for the illegal immigrants, That was part of the BBB. You guys understand that, right? So that means they already voted and passed this on both sides. They have already agreed to this whole entire thing. So that's like why I showed you that Obama clip, because it's kind of crazy because they're holding it hostage, but they already voted and agreed on this. That's why it's like, if it wasn't in the bill, the Democrats would have looked a little different, I think. I think it would look more favorable for them. But this has already been approved. This is policy that has been taken through the right channels. Again, I didn't like the bill. I disapproved with the BBB, but it doesn't matter. They passed it. They did it how it should be done, and it went through. So that's the part where it's kind of, the reality of it, it doesn't reflect well. And then now I think the Trump admin knows how to play the media game to kind of go back on them. Trump tweet on Thomas Massie. Was that the homeboy who kept going off on Epstein? I think he kept saying the Epstein cases. Want it long trade. Yeah, I had a Sector 9, bro. She said Section 8. Sector 9, it's a skateboard, bro. That's it, bro. We get more. I hope we get more activity. Well, we'll see. If you lived in New York City, who would you vote for as mayor? Mamdani. I want Mamdani to win. I look forward to it. How about you? Elon endorsed Como? Wow. Everybody getting a in 2 years. Yeah, bro. I look forward to it. I mean, I still don't historically, you could go look this up. Nowhere that is implemented. That's the odd part, because in a weird way, it might just guarantee the prices stay up in some areas. Because again, go look at all of California and anywhere else, because everywhere else it does like rent control and any of that, it only leads to higher real estate costs. It has never gone down. Again, can you freeze it at the high? Yes, you can. But it won't, doesn't mean it goes down. So it's going to be interesting what Homeboy ends up doing. We'll find out. Tell me why. NYC survived de Blasio. Yeah, I don't think anyone's been as bold though as Mr. Mamdani. Again, he's already outlined even the numbers too, and they're large. But yeah, we're gonna see. Your union says vote for Como. Well, I think, dude, isn't that one guy, the Airbnb co-founder, keeps complaining about it? But Curtis Silva, he's like in the way because they're saying the vote was a lot closer if you took him out of the equation. I never wanna hear you say. Miami? He could still drop out overnight. I know people are trying to get him to. After the close, he will impose a 100% tariff on anyone moving to Texas from NYC. What? So a good thing you could move from Cali? I don't know though. Texas is still... I wish Texas had lower property tax. But then they have no income tax. But then you spend way more on your property. Because that's what I was telling people. Like, you know, I've said it for years. You go look at the tax rates in Texas. Like, if you actually pay it on a mortgage and then you're holding for 10, 20, 30 years, those tax rates are killer, bro. So, like, that's why, like, Cali is more expensive. But in a weird way, it's better to buy in Cali than Texas, even if it's cheaper. And now Texas got expensive. But because you literally, after the taxes, it's a large amount of money. That's the Treasury. They say expect $569 billion. I thought it was $469. Yeah, that's hitting now. Remember, this would have been a bigger deal. I think if there wasn't the shutdown and how some of the performance of Besant lately, you probably would have been freaking out by some of this refunding stuff. But, you know, as of late and then the end of QT, I think they have it under control. Oh, I need a water. Okay, give me a second. Do we have any local propaganda? Farm fresh propaganda? Nice.
Strike many that he came off as defensive by answering the question, which you suggest is just a simple question, that if he frankly was in front of anybody, whether it was a tech investor, podcaster, journalist, he'd be asked that same question.
And I will say, Sam does get like this. When people ask him business questions, he tends to want to refocus the conversation back on technology. And given the technology that he's building, I understand that. However, that worked up until a point. That might have worked when OpenAI was a smaller startup, or even just until the point it is now. But now it is a company. This week, basically, or last week, kicked off its march towards the public markets. It is going to IPO in the next coming years. And so if you're a company that wants to be on the public markets, there's a certain amount of discipline that you need to have when you talk about these numbers. And that is not going to work for a very long time, the way that it might have worked up until this point for Sam.
It's kind of like, yeah, it's like, dude, you're a $500 billion company. All right.
Exactly.
Like, get used to these questions. And if you think these are tough questions, wait until you actually hit the market at maybe $1 trillion, which brings me to the last question for you. What about the idea of a possible bubble, but in the private market?
Well, that's why I think that it's important for OpenAI to be on the public market. I mean, a lot of the risk that's been involved right now has been in the private markets, and it's also been taken secondarily by some companies. Now, we think maybe they're investing their profits, but we're not entirely sure. And it's, of course, buoying a large part of our economy and stock market. So from that standpoint, if Sam does put OpenAI on the public markets, we'll at least have a little bit more rigor into this conversation, and the risk won't be, potentially overinflated in the more opaque private markets, and it will be out there for everybody to be able to see, investigate, and then make decisions about how to invest accordingly.
I'll give you a bonus question because I lied. That was my second to last one. My last one was your reaction to what you got today with Amazon and AWS, this first ever partnership between the two.
It's very interesting because, again, Anthropic was a big part of this Amazon build up. Anthropic and Amazon have been trying to figure out how to build for AI development for a long time. And of course, Anthropic and OpenAI are arch nemesis, and now OpenAI is going to go work with Anthropic, but also Anthropic is working with Google, and Google is, has its own model in its own right. So I guess this is going to continue for a while. The AI build out will have this frenemy style approach, but eventually I just don't see how this continues to move forward in harmony.
Alex, good to have you. We'll see you soon. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate that. That's Alex Kantrowitz. We'll go back to our panel. You have a thought on all that?
I mean, I just feel when I listen to this, I think all the stuff that I used to believe, it's like -1 times that. I used to not like it when management teams criticized the sell side. Like, who cares? He's now proactively, before his public, criticizing short sellers. On the other hand, he said we're going to do, I think what he said is, we're going to do 100 billion in revenue in 27, and I think people pay 12 to 15 times that at the rate it's going. So he just told you the IPO is 1.5 trillion, not 1 trillion. I mean, like I'm in a pretzel. Like he gave totally diametrically opposed things at the same time. I've never heard. I made the same joke last week when Nvidia. I'm like, well, why can't OpenAI invest something in Trivariate? Like everybody's 38 billion for everybody. So like, there's all these data points that historically would have made me very cautious about somebody this promotional. But on the other hand, like if they're doing 100 billion revenue from 13 last reported in 27, the thing's trading more than $1 trillion.
It's like Oprah throwing around the 38.
Yeah, I'll take 38.
S&P is going to be 95%
You get
OpenAI.
38 billion. Totally. Well, I'll try We'll take some.
Did you guys see the clip that everyone's talking about? It was really funny. I think it sucks because I'm like, homeboy hasn't even like gotten to the he hasn't even gotten to the part of like Elon. I remember Elon had to deal with short sellers when the company was pretty big and people were fucking with Elon. But like, how are you complaining about this when you're not even public? And like, again, I don't want to keep talking shit because then you're going to be like, well, yeah, Josh was my friend. I never really talked to him, but yeah, of course it was. He's dead now. I don't know. What the fuck, Sam? Sam? I don't know. Let me see if I can find the clip. I'll have a ginger chew. Sam Altman, short sellers. Where's the fucking clip? I thought it'd be easier to find the clip, but someone might have to tag me. But here's Sam Altman in his first ever elevator pitch. He still gives me this vibe. You know what I'm saying? He would have fucking made some good punk music.
We show you where people are, what they're doing, and what cool places are around you. The orange pin up there is where I am right now, and the blue pins represent my friends. We make serendipity happen. It's amazing how often you're at a restaurant a couple of blocks away from a friend, or stuck in an airport with an old classmate and don't know about it. We'll show you that. This is the best version of Loop that we have ever made, and by far the best device we've ever had the opportunity to work with. We've developed for nearly every mobile platform out there. This one is the best and the most powerful. So James is navigating the map just like you'd expect, by pinching and dragging and tapping. And we can see that there are some friends down south. A friend of mine is driving across the Golden Gate Bridge. And here are some friends that are very nearby us right now. We can tap the map a few times to zoom in. And as we zoom in, we see that there's one friend very, very close. So we can tap on that dot, and it's Erin Easter. And she's only a few blocks away. And so we can see what she's been doing today. This is called her journal. Photos she's taken, text she's entered, all of this tied to places and shareable with any other service she'd like. And the thing in blue is a comment that...
But here's the thing. Do you guys realize the craziest part about the interview nobody talks about? I didn't watch it, but this is where people were saying, like, it was a little bit more contentious because he left the interview 30 minutes later. They ended it. And then Brad had to make a follow-up post because he did not want to lose his shares. So here it is.
Hanging over the market is how can the company with 13 billion in revenues make 1.4 trillion of spend commitments? And you've heard the criticism,
First
Sam.
of all, we're doing well more revenue than that. Second of all, Brad, if you want to sell your shares, I'll find you a buyer. I just, enough. Like, you know, people are.
He didn't like that.
I think there's a lot of people who would love to buy OpenAI shares. I don't think you would
including myself. Including myself.
He said, please, no.
Who talk.
That's the weird
like
part.
breathless concern.
Y'all
about
don't
our future
realize
stuff
it.
or
How
whatever,
fast
that
Homeboy
would
had
be
to
thrilled
cave
buy
on a
shares.
genuine question.
So I think we could sell, you know, your shares or
And
anybody else.
y'all think I'm bad? Huh? Fuck y'all. You know that? Even after we got to talk with Martin, you know, you guys fuck you. And look at that. You think, he said, no, I want to keep the shirts. I'm sorry. Write the fucking follow-up post. No. Y'all think I'm the, man, are you looking fucking these eyes? Yeah, bro.
To some of the people who are making the most noise on Twitter, whatever, about this very quickly. We do plan for revenue to grow steeply. Revenue is growing steeply. We are taking a forward bet that it's going to continue to grow, and that not only will ChatGPT keep growing, but we will be able to become one of the important AI clouds, that our consumer device business will be a significant and important thing, that AI that can automate science will create huge value. He needs to do the
neck stretches, though. Because that's how I was starting to
there
look.
are not
you
many
see how he has
times
the tilt?
that I
That's
want
like
to be a public company, but one of the rare times it's appealing is when those people are writing these ridiculous OpenAI is about to go out of business and, you know, whatever. I would love to tell them they could just short the stock, and I would love to see them get burned on that.
That's how you going to get a bad rotator cuff.
But,
for real.
You know, we
got
carefully
a lot of tension.
plan. We understand where the technology, where the capability is going to
you can see it.
go, and how the products we can build around that and the revenue we can generate. We might screw it up. Like, this is the bet that we're making, and we're taking a risk along with that.
GitLab was running earlier. Oh, yeah, it gets better, though. He keeps going crazy. Yeah, you got more volume on GitLab. Saw that a little earlier. I mean, in the beginning, I just kept confusing him with Sam Bankman. All of a sudden, the next, like, Wonder Kid, whatever they call it, it was just like Sam Altman. It sounds like Sam Bankman. But other than that, I think his poor decisions, besides making a cool product, kind of just stood out. Because again, like, the whole, like, OpenAI thing is sketchy. Like, it was a non-profit. Like, actually, like, a non-profit, and, like, a lot of people have complained about him, and there's a lot of criticism. Even his sister, I don't know if you guys know about that. They swept that one under the rug. His sister's crazy. His sister is like, Sam touched me. I'm not even fucking with you. Remember in the beginning, there was the whole Sam Bankman sister issue. So there was that whole thing, how he stole the company, said one thing, said another. Then the moment it became with any money, yeah, bro, he has a really weird history. It's not, none of it is like, yeah, then the kid who died, multiple people have died at OpenAI. And then the one guy, that Tucker Carlson thing, just odd. But yeah, and then now he's like, I don't know, he's getting a little pissed off. This is like, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, they ousted him until Microsoft came in. He did some shady shit. That's all. Like, it's just not, because you guys see it. Like, even fucking PewDiePie created like an AI product, like his own AI computer, and like the whole idea of AI, and like that's why I love Llama and Meta. It's open source. You know, it was really supposed to be open source when it's all said and done, but you know, that's not, he privatized it pretty much. Even though you call it a non-profit, I think he takes pride in the biggest non-profit in the world, and his fucking Cohensag, whatever it is. But all of it, it's odd. Can we not piss him off? You think I'm scared of little Sam? I don't care. My brother. I fall into formation under the Father. But the truth is, he's a really weird guy. Or at least, he may be not weird, but the story and, you know, some of the moves, like, that's why people criticize him. Not to mention, again, committing $1.4 trillion when he hasn't made that. There's a lot of things that are, you could smell it from a mile away. But hey, biggest IPO in the world. That'll be fun. If I could interview Elon or Sam, who would you pick? Elon. Because I feel like I could talk with Elon, and it'd be kind of fun. I would challenge Elon a little bit, but I feel like Sam would get really mad. I don't think I could. I would fucking let it fly if I ever talked to Sam, and I don't think he could handle it. If you can, Sam, that's a challenge if you choose to accept. I don't own any shares, so you can't sell my shares if I say no to anything. Yeah, GitLab's going now, 5%. We pretty much saw the first 2.5. That's taking another 2. I already told you the Antichrist, bro. It does revolve around AI, but I don't think it's a person. I think it's just the peak of human civilization without God, and that it does revolve around AI. I mean, again, you already kind of see it. Everybody, you are moving to a world where if you don't have AI, you are going to be kind of left out. So, yeah, I don't know. That's my take. Sam. With Elon, they were talking about Sam Altman. Oh, really? I mean, they go back and forth because remember, Elon was part of OpenAI, and then Elon did leave, and like, I don't know, like some of the criticism that like Elon left it for dead is kind of true, but then again, it's like Elon was part of that from day one. I don't know if OpenAI would be like that without it, but I'm pretty sure Elon was investing in the same idea that, like, dude, most of the OG Bitcoiners, most people in like tech, like, you fuck with open source. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want open source info and technology. That's a great thing. You get what I'm saying? Where that's why I love Llama. I was telling you guys that for years. You know, open source is a good thing. That's what most people like believe in, especially if you want developments, all the talent from around the world, share information, get great improvements, and it's just so efficient. There's so many benefits of open source. The only negative part about open source, you don't get to own it, right? You know, it's for everybody essentially. So open source isn't bad. I really like it. A lot of people really like it. That's why, I don't know, it's kind of a grave offense of what OpenAI is closed AI. Once you got Microsoft involved, once they started bringing all this money stuff in, it's like, yeah, of course it should bring in money and it's a valuable thing, but it's closed off now. It's not the same of what their mission was. They changed the whole fucking mission of the nonprofit. So that's why it's like, it's a shell of a nonprofit, but it's not a nonprofit. And that's gravely different than what it started. Remember, this is the same guy went before Congress telling you how much he loves it. I do this because I love it. Tell me why. Uber everywhere. Global warming. They don't believe in it anymore. Even Bill Gates came out the other day and said climate change isn't going to kill us. It's very funny, dude, if you think about it. Like, imagine, like, hyping everybody up, doing all of that, and then just be like, nah. Remember I used to tell you guys ESG is a fucking scam? And then people would report me and get mad? Well, come to find out, that was true. Even the people who funded it and made the most money off of it are coming back and telling you that. So, yeah, ESG was one of the biggest scams, bro. You guys remember how much I would talk shit about that and people would get all in a bunch over that? It's kind of nuts. I know the tax credits are worth something, but That's what I'm saying. There's more money behind ESG than not. That's why, like, the people who complain about, like, the, you know, techno state ownership of what Donald Trump's doing with these companies and how Donald Trump announces all this stuff and people are investing and front running it. It's like, don't forget, there was about $500 billion, $1 trillion of ESG shit that nobody got their hands on, except for the people who wanted to play that scam. If you were down to lie about it, make these bullshit ass companies support it, you got money. And then it was much more crony capitalist in the sense that it went to advisors and friends of the administration rather than having guys like you and I who had a shot at even, you know, front running it and getting in on it. And then by the time you did have it in the market, it was just all the shitty companies, and then it pumped and dumped. And then there's that. But the money and the credits are still worth something, but because it just, you know, people gave it a worth and they issued it, and there's, like, you know, government stuff. But the BBB did get rid of a lot of that money. So I think some of the credits are just going to lose some value, and then some stuff and money that, like, the government would be able to back with some ESG stuff, the bill removed it. So either way, though, it was a scam, dude. It was a big scam. And I mean, I told you guys in real time, but you know, you had to go against the world because everybody was, think about it, these guys were making so much fucking money off of it. Bloomberg was fucking pumping it. So yeah, but, and then that's why I'm like, look how quickly and quietly they just changed their opinion. And they say, oh yeah, we were wrong, but look at this now. This is what it is. And then that's it. Now Bill Gates says he's not worried about the environment. And now it's about AI, and now it's stupid. Nah, bro, I have a hot take, okay? I have a really hot take. I think Greta need to get a job. You know that? For real, bro. Homegirl is like 20-something years old now. I swear she's almost like 25 years old. The bitch ain't never go to school. She ain't got no degree, no formal schooling. She ain't work a day in her life. All of this serious, but she's getting old. I'm like, hold up, Greta. This isn't like, what are you talking about? Why did they hurt her life so much with all this environment stuff? But like, yeah, bro, she needs to do something. I don't think, like, it was cute when it was like, oh, wow, the young kid standing up for the world. But like, nah, now you old now, baby girl. I'm old. I got no hair. I'm losing all my hair, bro. But yeah, so, I mean, she could be getting paid. I think she did get paid a lot but I'm still like, nah, bro, she's not. Yeah, she's turning into an unk. Like, low-key. But, like, way less. Like, she need to do something. Something. Anything. Tell me mine. How dare you? I know, you guys remember I was telling you about nuclear during the ESG stuff. I never thought, though, nuclear would do what it did. A lot of people didn't. Some people say they did, but we know they didn't. They just got lucky. But it did go crazy. Pfizer and TAP earnings. Well, this week is going to be a lot of non-tech companies. So we'll see what happens. Microsoft and CoreWeave kind of flushing, and Meta. So you're coming into the bell. Watch out, 30 minutes remaining. 30 minutes remaining. So my lantern today. Don't ever say that. right, John. Dude, it's getting late. 12:30. It feels like forever. It's just one of them days that the preem goes through, even if it goes high. Don't want to take it out on you. I just want to save 10%, but the premiums move like shit. Don't take it personal. Baby, baby, baby. No, Oklo, that's the thing. Oklo is Sam. That's the other part of this whole thing. But even then, the rest of the nuclear, and dude, people are making nuclear reactors. You guys know that? Like, I'm seeing people who just started to, some of them are scams. Like, I saw a college kid, he graduated college and then made a nuclear reactor. I don't think it's legit. But then there's like other people, like in 2-3 years, they're building like nuclear reactors. It's quite fast. Yeah, not like at home, but it's like an easier company to build than you think. Like, I bet you if a Chad in here really wanted to make like a nuclear reactor company, you could. Like, it's possible. It's way more. It's gonna be just as challenging as any other business, but you can. But like, have you seen Oklo? It's still like that weird SPAC, and like, I don't know how it's playing out, but yeah, they still don't have revenue or anything. Don't take it personal. Baby, baby, baby. Alrighty. Yeah, reactors and data centers. Not that hard to build. That's what I'm saying. You need like licenses and approvals, but play your cards right. I mean, it's possible. Like, you could actually do it. That's what I'm saying, though. I think they're more, like, they've given out a lot of approvals. That's the scary part. Because there's going to be a fuck ton of nuclear reactors everywhere. So it's good because, like, nuclear power is dope, but, like, yeah, you guys know the plot of every, like, movie. Like, once the humans get clapped for a little bit, the nuclear reactors, they cause the problems. Once they're not, not the proper upkeep. But hey, we don't care, I guess. Yeah, the Prince Mohammed bin Salman will be at the White House on November 18th for official working visit. You live right next to the only nuclear reactor in Cali, Diablo Canyon. That sounds familiar. Is it safe? We should do a Chad field trip. We should go check out a nuclear reactor. I can't come with you guys because I'm Middle Eastern, but, I'm sure Tim could be your host or something. And then, yeah, but that'd be cool to check one out and see how it operates. I'll have to be there from afar, but, it's good. nuclear reactors are super safe these days. The regulations are so strict that the only thing that should cause mayhem is an act of God. Habibi, with God, you know, this very. But yeah, it's not. That's why I think it's the real risk is like you just stop maintaining it. But yeah, oh shit, I almost kicked everything over. I want to do one more stretch, but we only have 20 minutes, you guys. Okay, man, we need the late day endurance on all of this daylight savings. The mornings are gonna be easy, but now it feels late. It's still sunny out here. Some of you, it's probably nighttime, but yeah. "20 minutes remaining."
Two brand risk. Kenvue has been sued in the UK over its baby powder.
Even though the market's about to
when it was spun
end.
off from J&J 2 years ago, J&J assumed responsibility for U.S. and Canada litigation, but not other countries. Kenvue maintains its powder is safe and no longer contains talc. Meantime, Kenvue's Tylenol, the target of a lawsuit in Texas over allegations the pain reliever is linked to autism, a notion promoted by President Trump last September, flanked by Robert F. Kennedy, despite scientists calling those claims baseless. Still, it has weighed on the company's stocks, and today, Kimberly-Clark actually hit a new low on this announcement. Companies say they expect the deal to close in the second half of next year, Scott.
All right. Bertha, thank you very much. Bertha Coombs, as we watch the activity on those stocks. And don't miss an exclusive interview, by the way, with the CEO of Kimberly-Clark. It's coming up this evening, Mad Money, 6 o'clock Eastern Time. Amid some doubt, frankly, in the analyst community as to whether this transaction can work. Whether it can work, and that's why the stocks are reacting perhaps the way they are. Up next, we're tracking the biggest movers as we head into the close. Seema Modi is standing by again with that. Hi, Seema.
Got 19 minutes left in trade, and crypto companies are redefining their role in the build-out of artificial intelligence. We'll unpack that story after this short break.
High maintenance, 24/7, 365. Chernobyl was caused by insane safety failures and negligence. Oh, have you ever seen that one show, Chernobyl, on HBO? I think that came out in like 2018. That was a good show, though. I think, or was that 2020? Yeah, did you hear that? I think so. I just know I laid down next to it. I laid next to the mixer and then it's static. Is my brain static, bro? Am I a computer? The fuck? Don't take it personal. Bertha. I haven't met a Bertha in a long time. I met a Gladys. That's like a Gladys name. Gladys. Old school. Send in the bells. It's good, bro. Josh became self-aware. I mean, dude, I put my head next to the mixer and it started getting staticky. I don't know, man. Well, Chad, Rapparoony, my Chattadoony. Be blessed, okay? Be blessed. You got 17 minutes. GitLab again. IRM with the little pop. That was the OG data center play, bro. They owned them all before people wanted them. Yeah, they chose. That actually might be good for next year, too. It sucks. I wish we could have bought more in the long term, but I don't think we're up a lot on that one. Don't take it personal. Baby, baby, baby. AMD, Carvana, Cigna. Remember, you have Palantir earnings after the bell, and then you have a couple of other non-tech names, but then AMD is this week. But yeah, this week is going to be all the non-S&P, and then tomorrow morning, again, tap in a couple of those consumer stocks. That's why it's going to be very important.
All right, we're 15 minutes from the closing bell. Back to Seaman now for this.
All right. You've seen nuclear reactors on the carriers? Oh, wow. I forgot. Because isn't that how they, like, power the subs, right? I didn't even think about that. I saw a picture of one. Just, like, one standalone facility. It looked cool, bro. It looks hella futuristic. It looks like a giant, like... just like a giant blue bubble thing. It looks like some shit, dude. It looks like some sci-fi shit. Baby, baby, baby. John. We'll wrap it up. Craziest thing, you're installing gutters and the drone came out and is hovering right over you. Uh-oh, hot dog. What are you gonna do? I've seen those videos where they go over like crack houses and they do that, but are you in a sketchy place right now, or is this a normal place? Maine health system accidentally sends letter to 500 patients stating they're dead. All right. Well, it's been a good Monday. Great start to the month. So, Chatatonia, I would wrap a Rooney. You have the 10-minute rigged in 3 minutes, but we didn't do much. I mean, it started looking like you were going to get a nice bounce. So, yeah, man, but it didn't go much. Unfortunately. So yeah, the one guy I banned on the daily, this was the call he made at the bottom, and it was at around 97 cents. You would have gone as high as like 130, 140, and now you would be fucking clapped still. So kind of was terrible, but I think a lot of plays played like that in their own way. We fucked up on one, it was small, then we did good on the Amazon make free. And then, yeah, but you got to get ready. You got to get ready. Japan won't let certain Navy ships in their water because they're nuke powered. Well, yeah, dude. Fukushima was bad, bro. That really fucked with them. So I get it. It's cool though, that Japan deal. It seems like we might be on the cusp of like a new relationship with Japan, which is kind of dope. That's why I'm like the weapons, the military stuff. There's a lot of things about it that like it's kind of crazy. Baby, baby, baby. That Besant controls the long end? Does he have the ability to limit supply? I mean, yes, he could choose how to term out the debt, but just yield curve control. If you've never heard about it, look into Japan, YCC. But it's this idea of yield curve control. Whether they've officially announced it or not, just I think it's happening because all of a sudden everything stopped. So like the bond volatility, and it ended up working in their favor, and it got him what he wanted. And then even the bond vigilantes backed off a little bit because they knew they can't find it, or they knew they can't fight it. Because ask the Japanese. All right, well, you're back to the low end. Kind of slow, man. But welcome to November. You will be fine, my brethren. We'll see. One of these days, I don't know if it's tomorrow, one of these days we'll get back to active. But like we were saying all morning, the premiums, how it's moving, the overcrowding, I think that's all getting combined. And then, you know, we'll be able to get free here, but it's just moving you further out of the money. So then that way, once we do make the move up, it's just some plays aren't going to move as much because you're gently moving down and getting out of that range. So very fascinating, but hopefully you were aware of it. We talked about it on Friday, even off of the morning. So I'm glad. And then it's still earnings week. So there's like stop and go, red light, green light. You might keep playing that, but I'd wrap it up. It is 10-minute rigged, but let's go, baby. Let's go. Baby, baby, baby. Well, yeah, if you had look-back options, it wouldn't even matter. But then again, if you didn't get in the money, that look-back option won't save you. But if you were already in the money, like, or if you had some of those Amazon plays this morning, and then they hit, and then it came down, then that would have protected you. Oh yeah, Palantir's after the bell. Well, let's see. I don't think I'm going to stick around unless I go and get ready now, but I don't like Monday earnings. But last time, Palantir had a good one. Monday earnings are weird, but lately you've actually got some pretty big movers. So, and then again, you've had like an 86% beat rate, and then you got 136 companies reporting this week on the S&P. So you're still going to get some, but it's up to you. I'd price it in and be wise. And be wise. Baby, baby, baby. Don't take it personal. Yeah, Amazon, bro. That was crazy how that played out, but I'm glad. It was looking good on those first candles, but that was just to give you your premium. They gave you your shot, and then they said, nope, too late. Closed. This is bullshit. Brazil auction, Senate Majority Thune, stopgap must change to provide funding past November 21st. OPEC freezing output hikes for Q1, signaling demand slowdown, but market still stares at a supply glut. Oh yeah, weren't we supposed to get that? I think we do have some OPEC stuff this meeting. And then again, Wednesday, you have the IEEPA tariff stuff. So we'll see. Couple movers at the bell. Oh, you even have the Bank of America. I forgot about that one. They have their first investor day in 15 years, I believe. sounds weird. Because the Bank of Americas, I'll tell the locked in guys. You just got to be careful with this whole premium thing we've been talking about. But yeah, you can watch that one if you want to plant or not. But that's for Wednesday, I believe. And then the tariff stuff. And the spa just chilling. So Philo 5 is right there. You'll be over and out really soon. So I'd wrap it up. Well, you got Clorox after the bell. So yeah, if these companies do good, that might wake up the staples and a lot of other things. But yeah, for now, some of these non-tech names, they're going to play a little differently. We'll see. Did we deploy YCC? I don't think so. I don't think we've ever really done it. Japan has, but we've never really quite admitted to doing it. I'm sure if it was, it'd be the way they do it is a little different. Is Grab reporting? I could check. I mean, some companies report before the bell or they'll leak, but I don't know. Again, Monday earnings I'm not too crazy on. They report after the close November 3rd. So yeah, they are today as well. Grab. Yeah, well, Palantir, it's big. I mean, just see how it moves on earnings. They've had some good ones, and then it's one of those high flyers, but yeah, I don't know. Premium, it's not your friend till we get a real move. But then if you do get a big individual move, that may hook you up, my friend. It may hook you up. So Chattadonia, I would wrap it up. We only have 2 minutes remaining. I'm gonna go right away. Right when the bell goes, I'm leaving. I gotta go. I gotta get this workout in, bro. I feel like I'm an hour behind already. This is so weird. But we'll get used to it. But Chad, I hope you have a great rest of your day. I know, I'm not staying for the earnings. No, I gotta go. I wanna go to the gym, bro. It's daylight savings. But yeah, bro, you guys see the week. You understand the premium stuff. There's a couple of these themes. I'm sure we'll see more developments as we move on. But yeah, bro, I'm yawning and shit. Fuck this. Oh, man. It's been a good day. I think it's going to be a better day tomorrow. So enjoy your evening. And thank you for your time. And God bless you. God bless America. Please don't allow foolish shit into your minds. Or do not be fearful. And remember, you'll get everything you want with small, good decisions. So if that yawn was contagious, understand negative mindsets, poverty, a lot of other things are contagious too. So you live with the consequences. And God bless America. You only have 1 minute! Go, 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 go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and gals, time to wrap it up. Bring it home. Finalize your plays, earnings. What are you gonna? I won't be there, but it's okay. It's only a Monday. We got more earnings this week and a lot more on the way in terms of data and events, but we'll see what we wake up to. And the real question is, what do you wake up to that has continuation, that has follow through? So we'll see. I might have a video tonight. I may not, but that's, be locked in. Follow me on Twitter and I'll notify you. If YouTube doesn't want to notify you after you've spent an exorbitant amount of money to get notified. But hey, it is what it is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding 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 ding. Horna. Let's go, baby. Oh, the bells are back. Happy holidays. Happy Thanksgiving. Merry Christmas. Oh, we're so back. We're so back. Let me get it.
Lost it, but I got it back. Whole time was thanking the man. Yeah.
Chatadonia, you made it to the bell. You're here right now. God bless you on a beautiful Monday. Start to the month. We're getting into the end of the year for real. Let me get that good game. Thank you for not getting banned. Thank you for aligning with the culture. Thank you for not making me explain it. Oh, I love you. God bless. I don't really love you, though. You know why? Because I don't want you to get too gassed up on love. You should love yourself, brother. You have the highest duty to yourself. And if you have the highest duty to yourself, I think it ends in love. Oh, they don't feel me. They don't stop being fearful. Good game. Small, good decision. GG, baby, and thank you for your time. So I'll see you tonight, maybe. Maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, though, God willing. Worst case, I love you. Enjoy your long day of daylight saving. Enjoy your Palantir earnings. I hope you priced it in. And God bless America. For real, man. Thank you. Thank you to the locked in. Thank you to the members. You know why? You didn't get banned. So if you could drop that GG, I appreciate you. Need me to rap. You won't see me a lot. Monday through Friday, you need me, let's talk. Self in the sight of the Lord. Alright, chat. I guess I'll let this one ride out, but I gotta go. I gotta get ready. Enjoy it, baby. Have a good rest of your day. I'll see you in the morning. Maybe tonight. Maybe the spirit is with you. Go to your secret place. Do I have to remind you? But don't make it be a vain repetition. Put some meaning to the call, baby. Peace.
If a humble man tell you to be humble, he a narcissist. Tell that to the arsonist, the pharmacist. I wonder about the Stalinist, the Darwinist, I must insist. The things that we up against don't play defense. So next time that you take offense, my boundary just another fence. Don't forget, remember this, already lost everything. Don't tell me about a fucking risk. I'm humble but I'm powerful, but I don't have to tell you there's some moments that you can't forget. So if I'm fake, come and get me now. It's not a big head, I just know the size of the crown. You watched a lot of porn. Does it look like I'm fucking around? You didn't like me then, I didn't hope that you would like me now. You want peace, I want it too. You want war, I got a crew. But I won't lie, dog, I only need a few. So tell me what you really wanna do. Man, I swear I'm just like you. Cause the tongue brings life, but it brings death too. Please just move. Good advice is never taken by a fool. I took a look at life like a mechanic look at tubes. Cheap, fast, and quality, could only pick two. Mannequin, I'm rude, but in a panic, in a feud. Would you want it on your team, or do you want it against you? The humble made me hungry, I will eat any food. Humble made me better, fake humble made me confused. The truth is that there is a real humility typical of our time. But it so happens that it's practically a more poisonous humility than the wildest prostrations of the ascetic. The old humility was a spur that prevented a man from stopping, not a nail in his boots that prevented him from going on. For the old humility made a man doubtful about his efforts, which might make him work harder. But the new humility makes a man doubtful about his aims, which will make him stop working altogether.